Go ahead. Hello.
Games and rules. At one point in my life, I played a game of Monopoly that lasted 2 days of full gameplay. This was allowed to happen because we altered the rules with house rules. House rules are a fantastic thing to have in a game you play with your friends and family. It can enhance the experience and make the overall game better. Some things we'll talk about today are how sometimes board games are not at 100% what they could be. And we'll talk about how to make those better and the effects of those changes. First, we'll discuss the imperfection in games. Sometimes in a game, you will have rules that are not clear to understand or that make the gameplay less fun for the player, thus making the experience worse. Such a game is the campaign for North Africa, which is estimated to take 62 days worth of full gameplay to complete. That is an estimation, as because of the rules, the game has never been completed. Anytime the game has been completed, it is because the rules have been altered or new rules have been added. That is one situation where a game was not where it could be, and house rules made it better. Not everyone wants the same experience. Some rules may negatively affect the experience, and some games required modified rules to complete. Good news. You can make up the rules. With house rules, you can change anything you want about the game, and you can even take away rules or modify existing rules. House rules can be anything such as deciding on a new way to determine who goes first, to something as extreme as to giving some players benefits and advantages in a game. Like I said, you can add new rules, modify the rules. You can work with friends and family for ideas, coming closer with the people you play your games with. Some pros and cons of rule changes are, some pros are that you can make the game more fun. You can make it easier or harder to play, depending on what you prefer. You can play with your friends and family and get closer to them through changing the rules. And you can just overall improve the experience of your gameplay. Some cons include the fact that it does change the game from what the original game developers intended for you to play. Some games, the developers say you should not alter the rules because they want you to have a certain experience. Keeping this in mind, they cannot control what happens in your basement. In conclusion, board games sometimes are not the best, and you can make them the best that you can with your own rules. And you can weigh the consequences of your rule changes to decide what you really want in the game, because you have the control. I want you to today work with your friends and family, come up with some house rules for your favorite games, and improve your game experience.